You're listening to The Hardpoint with Onexpunchxdad and Cody Romes. Welcome back to The Hardpoint, episode number 57, baby. Ooh, episode 57 is here, and I can't wait. I'm excited. My name is Jandy, and I go by Jandy_Pandy online.
My name is... I don't have a good one. Cody, and I go by C-Murd. I just had a train wreck of thoughts. My sister sent me this video of a WWE wrestler whose name is Steven Flow, and his walkout song is Even Flow.
Steven Flow.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
but I'm picturing it in my head.
He caught on really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But the lyrics are only Steven Flow. It goes... Steve Flow, Steven Flow.
Steven Flow, Steven Flow, Steven Flow, Steven Flow, the flow. Oh, yeah.
He's a grunge-themed WWE wrestler.
Hell yeah.
Flow.
Does he have a flannel tied around his waist?
I'm pretty sure.
You better.
I'm pretty sure.
That's the grungiest thing I've ever seen in my life. We're back. Energy's good tonight. I'm loving it. C-Murd in the house.
This is like Saturday night energy.
It's a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
Well, this is coming out of nowhere. This is our second to last recording before old Saint Nick pays us a visit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited?
And we all find out what list we're on.
Yeah. I can't wait to see. I've been naughty several years running.
Yeah,
so
I know. I've heard rumors about you.
No plans to break that tradition here. I should probably kick the camera to you occasionally. I just realized it's been stuck on me the entire time. So anyone watching is like, where is C-Murd? Show us his face.
Oh man, he's fake.
I switched the I have the dual display in front of me so I can see Cody while I'm talking to him, and then I have the actual cameras that I can pan between here. So
it's actually just about how much Josh loves himself. He just
secrets out, people. I'm vain as hell.
You don't walk around with that jawline and not be vain. Let's be honest.
Because we were talking about this off pod. Cody has been on the gym diet training grind, and he looks fantastic right now.
Thank you.
I was just oogling and ogling this guy. Look at him. Stop it. Look what he's doing. Look at him. Looking great. Feeling great.
Thank you.
You've ramped up your training efforts, man. It's starting to manifest physically.
Yes. And just the food being in a deficit.
Yeah.
And I still do my alternate. I work out one day and then I do cardio the next day. Every morning I'm doing something. I just alternate cardio and weight training. So I have a good balanced mix right now, and then just watching my food, staying in a deficit.
I will say also you have like the optimal hair beard face ratio right now. Like this is absolutely
Thank you.
This is peak C-Murd that we're looking at the moment.
Dude. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a good look.
I tried really, I just always want to be at your best. Always want to be headed up.
Do you feel like with the deficit thing, is it just like anything below a certain point is cleared hot down the hatch, or is there anything that you're like, I want it, but I know I can't have it right now? Are you abstaining from anything that's causing you pain?
I mean, in general, like I'm a sweets guy, so yes, like just things that
when you
are
say
empty calories.
Okay, when you say sweets, are we talking a candy bar, a Skittles, a Pop-Tart, a cookie,
a zebra cake? I mean, anything with sugar in it that's not good for you.
Staying away.
Right now, my sweet treat at the end of the night is like yogurt.
Yeah.
Like Greek yogurt with some honey on it or something like
that. You gotta be plussing that yogurt up a little bit, right?
Yeah, dude. Okay. And yogurt, high protein, low calories.
Pretty good.
Great for a cut.
Pretty damn good. Also.
Yeah. I put a little nut butter in there, a little honey on it. Like, dude, super high protein, Not a lot of calories.
I can't do the nut butter peanut butter yogurt combo. That's I can't that I can't get behind.
I got this crunchy almond butter, and it adds like a little crunch to my yogurt. It's good.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stay in this. I told you, I want a flat stomach, big arms, baby. Summer 2025.
We're gonna see that Spartan race a year from now, and it's gonna be like, oh shit,
I'm telling you,
he's back and he's bigger.
Honestly, and the whole like the yes, you're not eating things that normally you would like to eat. But just like anything else that's hard to do, you got to have your why behind it. And I just had this vision and this goal, and my desire to obtain that is greater than any sweet treat out there. So
hats off, man.
And I've always heard once you get really lean, like getting lean is the hard part. That takes extreme dedication and a lot of time. But staying lean isn't too hard. You know, more like maintaining a lean physique. That doesn't seem that hard. So I just keep telling myself, whatever you're going through right now, you only have to do it once. If you can just get there and then kind of have like a balanced, maintained diet, then you can just be lean forever and probably still eat pizza and whatever the fuck you want.
I think that's the problem, right? Is like once you get there, is like staying there. Is you got to build those habits, and you got to really learn to love the habits that brought you to that place.
Right. Yeah, but you can kind of level off because you have to be extreme to reduce your body fat, but just to maintain where you're at, I think you can be a little bit looser with, like, you don't have to be as strict just to maintain a frame as you do to like get to that frame.
I think so. Yeah. Once you get through the actual burning off of the kind of the excess stuff, and you're in a much better place. I like it. Yeah. I like it. Well, I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
Thanks for pumping me up.
Yeah. Oh, man, I live to pump you up, man. Are you kidding me?
You were great at it. You pumped me up more than anybody,
dude. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be your coach one day. You're gonna be some kind of athletic performer of some kind, and I'm gonna be in your corner with a towel around my. Hey, you gotta something from Rocky. I don't know. I'm
gonna be fighting Jake Paul, and you're gonna be wiping my face off with a towel.
2030. You heard it here first. Fight of the century. Fight of the millennium.
I'm pretty sure that guy is twice my size.
Seamerd v. Yeah, I don't think you're in his weight class.
You know how big dude? He's like 6'2".
Yeah, he's like 230, 230. Yeah, he's a big
motherfucker,
big fella. And he wasn't always though. I mean, you could. You're what, like 5'10", 5'11"?
Like 9, I think.
5'9"?
If I'm being honest with myself.
Really?
If I'm truly like being honest with myself.
You project bigger energy than your height. Height's a funny thing. Like we hang a lot on height.
You were taller than me. Like it's not even close.
Well, I know, but I got a big fucking head, and it's bald.
Yeah. From somebody who you can say height is a funny thing because height's not a problem for you. I've always.
You know what? I never have to worry about in my life: being tall. It's just not a thought in my head. I'm just good to go in that department.
Dude, you have height. Nobody would ever look at you and be like, that guy's short. Ever.
I know. It's great.
You're not sick. Right. Okay. So you weren't being sarcastic just then. Yeah. I thought you were being sarcastic. I am being about my day. All day, every day. I think about height. When I look at anybody, I compare myself to them. Height consumes my brain because I don't have it.
I feel like 5'9"'s not short though.
It's average. It's not short,
it's
but
average.
It's not tall either.
It's fine.
30. And I also think it's a lie that it's average because 9 out of 10 people I meet are taller than me, guys. Like it is rare that I'm taller than somebody.
Well, maybe you attract something about your personality type makes people who are taller than you be like this little sweet guy, this little boy, this little sweet man. I just want to. I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you.
Want to pick him up and squeeze him.
I just want to take him home with me. No, dude. You defy the height trope, big time.
I find myself constantly around people that are taller than me. I'm always thinking about it.
I feel like I have short guy energy. I'm 6. Yeah. I'm 6 feet even, but I feel like I have 5'5" energy. I don't know.
think that at all.
I don't know if that means anything, but I just feel
you
like
have some girth. Not only do you have height, but you have like girth to you. Like you are a like immovable object. I don't know, man.
he said I got girth, ladies. I am very dense. I feel like I'm fairly trim. I'm not overweight. I don't have any like bulgy stuff going on,
Right.
but I'm like 215. I'm very dense. I think it's all skull. Honestly, it's all head.
You would be hard to push over.
I feel like that's true.
I think you'd be hard to push over, which I don't feel like I would be. I feel like I am light. Very light.
When I come see you next time, unprompted, we're going to test that.
You're just going to throw me through my drywall.
Just sweep the leg. Just put you on your tile floor.
Oh, gosh.
I guess you were right, man. You went down pretty easy.
I'm in a light cutting stage right now. I don't have a lot of weight to me.
Oh, yeah. You're just like a feather. Just.
You know what I realized, though, is I went through like a bulk. I got to 205 at one point. I was in this bulking stage, but I realized I'm never going to be bigger than like the next guy. My arms are never going to be bigger than the next guy. So for me, instead of trying to be big, I need to be tone, because while I can't be bigger than the next guy, I could be more chiseled than the next guy easily. And that's going to make me physically stand out more than just trying to like outsize somebody, because I'm not that guy. I'm not.
So I think the size chase is funny, right? Like for me, it has always been about like looking in the mirror and being like, all right, like that's literally it. If I can look in the mirror and be like, okay, that's literally the goal, is to look in the mirror and be like, 36,
not hate it.
Yeah. 36 years old. Hey, I've seen way worse. like that's literally the goal. So like for a long time, you know, like you get really into working out and you start seeing like dudes who squat 8 days a week and they're just like fucking just cake factories, you know what I mean? Just huge asses. There's so many men with just giant asses walking around the gym now. And they're not natural. They're like they put that cake there. They did that by squatting non-fucking stop. I never want to be that guy. I never want to have gigantic fucking yams that just like I have to like size up my jeans. You know what I mean? To
make it inconvenient to buy pants.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Now I do have that problem with my shirt sometimes because I've got kind of broad shoulders. I'm kind of skinny right now. I'm not going to lie. I feel like people are going to be like, yeah, you got a real big shoulders guy. But I've had to size up.
I'm going to test.
Yeah. I have had to size up a little bit in the shirt department, but yeah, my legs have always been kind of skinny, and I've got fucking Hank Hill ass, so
just from your back straight down.
It's, I mean, just perfectly a latitude line, pretty much. Anyway, enough ass talk. Hey, let's kick it over and talk about what we're crushing this week. What are you watching? What are you playing? What are you reading? What are you absorbing? What are you pulling in? What are you laying over your frontal lobe like a thin blanket? I'm going to kick it to you first, actually, this week. What are you crushing, Cody?
I'm going to give you my Stalker minute. I'm still crushing Stalker.
Stalker minute.
I'm still very much on it. I'm going to finish. This game will kind of grind you down over time. It is so brutal and can be so just downright terrifying at times.
Yeah.
That I've kind of found myself like it's relentless. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't let up with the terror or the difficulty. It is always trying to kill you. So over time, it can just be like, holy fuck, it's a grind.
So like,
and not a grind.
I was going to say, there's like no moment of like reprieve where it's like you come outside and you just like look at the beautiful like blue sky or anything. It's just like, seems like it's just really like dead and dour the whole time.
Yeah. There's no real like exhale and just, whatever. It is just white knuckle the entire time. So I'm still digging it. I'm getting pretty far in the game. well, I thought I was pretty far. This game has 36 missions.
Wow.
I have approaching 30 hours into the game, and I'm on mission 18. I'm like halfway through. It's going to take me 50 hours to complete this game. It's long.
Do we, because we're about 3 or 4 weeks into your stalker craze right now.
Yeah.
Are you feeling it start to become kind of, is it wearing you out a little bit? Are you like, what else is there?
No, I'm not quite there. I'm still digging it. And the story is picking up.
Okay.
It's not one of these that like starts strong and then kind of levels.
Yeah.
It actually kind of starts like this and like builds over time.
Kind of
so
crescendos, yeah.
Story is great. I'm as invested as I've been the entire time, but it was a little defeating thinking I was 3/4 of the way through, maybe, 80% there. And to find out like I'm basically halfway. It's good. Somebody in our, who was it? Cool Boy. He said he was going to play it. And so I messaged him right before this and asked if he did. He said, I downloaded it and played it for an hour. That game scares me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm on the easiest difficulty.
Dude, we talked about this in text, and you rightfully gave me some shit. I'm kind of terrified to play this game. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know if I have that bone in my body that's going to make me love this game. I've watched a lot of YouTube playthroughs.
Yeah.
And I have to say, like, I don't know, man.
I want you to just try it. 20 minutes. Download it. Just try it.
Maybe. I don't know, man.
It's just like all this food that you always want me to try. And I'm like, I don't like it. Well, have you tried it? No. Well, how do you know you don't like it?
You know what? And you still don't eat broccoli. You still don't eat
But
carrots.
I've tried it. I know it sucks. I know that.
What was the point?
What's the point of what?
Of making you try broccoli if you're just going to hate it.
Well, because I've already had it. I reserve the right not to eat something because I don't like it if I've actually tried it. But there's things that like fucking squid balls or something, I don't know, that you're like, try it. It's really good. I'm like, I'm not going to try that because I know I won't like it.
Cody's hearkening back to that one very specific time where I tried to get him to eat squid testicles because everyone knows it's a delicacy around the world. And he just very rudely refused.
Yeah, because you're like, how do you know you don't like it? You've never tried it. Just like Stalker. You don't know you don't like it.
It
Just
looks like squid balls, Cody. I don't know. No.
Anyways, I'm still on it.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll finish at some point. And then my other, very quickly, I got to give you credit. A couple songs you pointed out. Sleepwalker by the, I can't remember their fucking name. The Pretty Wild.
The Pretty Wild, yeah.
That song is legit, bro. That chorus be stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And that the breakdown where she like,
yeah.
Yeah.
The cough. There's
dude.
the like coolest whatever like sample intro thingy whatever to a breakdown.
Dude,
the cough thing is rad.
Badass. So that one, in place of your crown or whatever,
in place of your halo, yeah.
Yes. Great song.
Yeah.
I've been digging that one.
Okay. That is another TikTok find, and I have to say it was teed up to me the same way I teed it up to you. Was the final breakdown has an instrument laid over it or whatever, like it's against the backdrop that you don't typically hear in this kind of like heavy deathcore kind of like metal.
Right.
It's a fucking bagpipe, and it is so rad. It is so cool, man. Oh my god! And the song's really good. The driving riff's really good.
Yeah.
Vocalist is doing really. I actually, not to cut into your crushing time, but I put them on at the gym tonight to kind of look into their back catalog. They do have a full album that came out in 2022. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. Yeah.
I'll check it out. That song definitely hooked me. So wanted to shout you out for those two songs. Both very, very good. I got a couple to throw at you. I don't know if these will stick, but I'm going to throw them anyway. And I will preface these by saying they probably almost certainly will not stick the first time you listen, but give it a couple times, go in with an open mind. I think I found a couple bangers here.
Okay.
And this band we're both familiar with. They've been under our nose this whole time, but I don't think we've ever had like a major thing with them. Silent Planet.
Oh, okay.
They have a single that just released. I don't know if it just released, but it's a 2024 single.
It is new. I've seen some buzz about this.
Okay. It's called Mind Frame. And it's cool. It's really cool. It's heavy. It's weird. It's got some good singing parts. It's got some good, just like, I don't know, dude. Their sound is like thick. Very, very thick, very unique, very cool song. I listened to it a couple times before we hopped on here. So Mind Frame is dope.
Okay.
And then if you go backwards an album to their 2023 release, Super Bloom, I ran through that. There are a couple cool songs. The one that sticks out, it's called Collider.
Okay.
It is banger city, man. It is so badass. So I added, I don't know which one I did in our playlist. I added Mind Frame to our playlist, but I'll add Collider too.
Okay.
Give them a run. You probably have to give it a couple runs, but they're good.
I'm with it. I think Silent Planet's got some unique sound, even in kind of like today's kind of soundscape. I guess I'm with it. I'll always give Silent Planet a good old college try.
It's good, very good on both those. So that's about all I got right now.
Nice.
I think you got some cool stuff.
All right, so I got a few things. First thing I'll tee up. Now I will say, for both of these, did not complete them. Both of them. The first thing I want to talk about is the thing that I liked pretty well.
Okay.
And it is The Penguin on HBO. Max. I will say...
You already dunked on this show.
I already what?
I said, you already dunked on this show. Remember? Like, nobody fucking asked for The Penguin Show. Who the fuck wants to watch that?
I know, man. I know. I
heard it was really good.
It's pretty damn good, man. I will say Colin Farrell carries this show. He lives in that makeup suit thing, man. He really like inhabits that character so much better than he did in the movie. Honestly, like the show, and I get it, like it's like he's getting more screen time, it's about him, but the first 15 minutes of the show, you get a really, really good look at just how interesting this character's gonna be.
Okay.
And it gets better as it goes. And some of the characters that they add, I don't want to spoil too much because this is new and spoilers are a thing. The characters that come on and kind of add themselves to the story. His mother, the daughter of Carmine Falcone, who is John Turturro's character, the guy with the dark glasses and the Batman that gets like sniped or whatever. His daughter's in this, and she is terrifying. Like she is
really
she's unhinged in a way that not like a Harley Quinn, just like I love violence, like kind of way. Right. It's a very real like distrust of the world, and she is willing to inflict great pain to get her way and to feel safe. So anyway, a lot of great characters. Actually really actively enjoying The Penguin. I'm on like episode 3, I think. It is all out now. It's I think it's like an 8 to 10 episode series right now. So I don't know if it's a mini series. I don't know if there's gonna be a season 2, but we'll see. But Penguin. I'm eating my words. I'm eating crow. I'm eating penguin, if you will.
I'll check it out. I heard it was really, really good. Reviews and stuff all said it was good. So kind of been on my radar.
It is
from a distance.
And again, like I still beef a little bit with I didn't love the Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman. It's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't love it. Yeah, again, my definitive Batman arc is the Christian Bale Batman, right?
Yeah.
And I don't love this idea that like, hey, let's give all these like Kraven the Hunter came out in theaters this week. I don't give a fuck about a Kraven movie without a Spider-Man in it. Piss off.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they are handling the Penguin in a very interesting way, and it actually does make me excited for a Batman sequel where some of this, even just the early episodes, some of this stuff kind of on ramps, maybe an even more interesting Penguin for that movie. So, and the second thing I want to talk about is a game that came out very recently that we talked about. It's kind of the thing that stopped me short of going down Cody's little stalker rabbit hole with him. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle came out.
Can't wait.
It's
Can't
free on Game Pass right now. It is a Bethesda Xbox exclusive. It is a what to say about this game? It's a big game. It's a big game, and I think it is, honestly, based on reviews and the way people have responded to it, it is the game Xbox needed in a very dark time. Yeah. It has met with expectations in a way that Starfield and Redfall and Halo Infinite and all these games that we thought were just going to be these next like big linchpin Xbox things that made people purchase an Xbox were going to be. It touches that, I think, for a lot of people. I played about 2 hours of it, and I found it very, very boring. Extremely boring. To the point that I might delete it off my Xbox. I will say this. I'm happy. I'm happy that Xbox got the win. I'm happy that people enjoy the game. I'm happy that it looks beautiful. It really does look amazing. You play through the whole, I don't know how familiar you are with the like Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he does the whole bag, switch the idol, and the big roly ball comes and chases him. You do that. That's the first segment of the game. That's not even a spoiler. That's just what happens, right? Yeah. You play that segment of the game, or the movie, rather. It looks really cool. It is not that fun for me. And I think I'm bouncing off of this game faster than I have bounced off anything. I actually did something very surprising in response to my bounce off of this game. I downloaded Starfield again.
Okay. We talked about doing that.
I did it. And I think I'm going to play some Starfields. And I don't know what drove me to that decision. But yeah,
Is it the puzzles? Is it just too much like sitting, trying to figure something out?
I think it's the overall pace of the game, right? Like your whole first segment of the game, you're in Italy pre-World War II, right? So there's a bunch of like Mussolini's thugs are in the city, and they all have these like billy clubs. And it's a lot of like stealth / you have to... I don't know. You have to like pick stuff up to fight people. And even if you pick up like a hammer or a monkey wrench, it breaks after like 3 or 4 hits, and you have to pick something else up. And it's not that I wanted this to be some kind of like, I just want to shoot people and solve puzzles, right? It's not what I wanted. But I think a lot of it too, honestly, is I don't love Indiana Jones.
Right.
Like it's the same as like a Star Trek. Like this is probably a good game, but this is just an IP I kind of don't give a shit about.
It's wrapped in a skin that I'm not a big fan of.
Exactly.
To begin with.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be a big, big part of it, man. There's a lot of diehard Indiana Jones fans out there. So if the game resembles anything close to good and you live for Indiana Jones, you're probably going to love this game. But if you're anything shy of that, like you are, then you probably feel a little bit more mixed about it.
I will say this in terms of that person, right? That person who grew up loving Indiana Jones, loves the soundscape. Like I will say, like anytime you crack your whip, it sounds cool. You get the and even when you're punching dudes, you get the Indiana Jones kind of like like that really like impactful hit sound,
right?
From the movies. Like when you're punching people, it sounds like the movies. That's cool. And they had Troy Baker Not Harrison Ford, but Troy Baker do the voice and motion capture for Indiana Jones. Did amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
All of his spoken dialogue, all of his grunts, very much feels like Indiana Jones, like a young.
That's just a cost thing. Do you think? Harrison Ford 20 million and Troy Baker's 1 million.
I think it's probably twofold, right? One is probably a cost thing, and two is they motion captured a lot of the like cutscene type stuff for this,
right?
And they wanted to be able to build a full blown experience around the Indiana Jones character, and I think it made more sense to have someone who could sound kind of like him, but also do the movements and maybe kind of be the character in a weird way. Funny enough, moment at the Game Awards, excuse me, which we'll talk about here in a second. Harrison Ford actually came out and congratulated Troy Baker on his performance as Indiana Jones. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say I'm not that surprised. I didn't know anything about the game. I knew it had good reviews.
Yeah.
It did. I think I was going to be more surprised if you came and were like swearing by, like demanding I download it right now and play it so we could share this experience. I kind of thought, I guess I didn't know, but like I said, I would have been more surprised had you like actually loved it.
It's, on this show, like we're always going to tell it like it is, right? So this is definitely this is a game that I can appreciate. Again, I'm happy for what it's doing for Xbox, for this tiny little startup company called Xbox. No, I'm an Xbox guy. I want Xbox to have a win, and I want Xbox to have something that brings people into their ecosystem. That's fine. But this, as good as it is not for me. And I don't think I want to play it. I will maybe catch up with it later. I will probably watch some YouTube playthroughs of it, catch the cutscenes. But I just don't know what it is. I don't feel like the action and the world draws me in the way that's like, hey, dump whatever, Cody playing Stalker 2 levels of hours.
Well, I was going to say, it sounds like this freed up a lot. If this is the reason you didn't download Stalker, and now Indiana Jones is out of the way.
I've got some white space on my calendar now, don't I? Oh, my gosh, yeah.
You know what? I'll just interject this real quick. It's part of a way bigger conversation. If I had more time to game, half as much as I actually want to, I would have already sold my Xbox and bought a PS5. There is nothing to fucking play on Xbox, dude.
So I have some thoughts about that, because I've given some those exact same thoughts.
They have fumbled this whole generation. It is a colossal failure.
I think from an exclusivity standpoint, you're absolutely correct. But I challenge you to tell me what you could play on PlayStation that you actively like. I want to play that, but I don't have a PlayStation. What are those games for you?
Spider-Man.
Okay, Spider-Man's a big one. Yeah.
Days Gone. I really want to play that game.
Is that a PlayStation?
Not DayZ.
I know, Days Gone. It's the biker game.
Yes. Okay. Well, like it's a zombie game, but it's the guy on the bike. Is that what you're talking about?
Biker zombie game. Yeah.
Like an open world zombie game that supposedly
Daryl Simulator.
Really, really, really good. But it came out at a weird time and kind of completely flew under the radar. Yeah. So that's been on my. I really want to play that game.
There's a loyal sect of Days Gone players for sure.
Yes. So those two. Boy, you put me on the spot.
So Astrobot won Game of the Year at the Game Awards, and
that doesn't look cool to me at all.
Again, it's like a platformer, like a Mario kind of game that I don't think I would normally play, but Game of the Year.
In what world?
Apparently it's awesome, dude.
Even like God of War feels like an easy answer that I'm not even going to say because I've never I've never really played God of War. The one with this one, Horizon Zero Dawn looks awesome. Always wanted to play that.
See, I don't know. That game looks like an easy skip.
Really?
I've always thought, yeah. Never been huge on. Here's mine. And this is one that I played because my friend let me borrow his PlayStation 4.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima is radical. Yeah. That game is awesome. That game is worth having PlayStation hardware for. And another one is a game that I haven't played that I probably would have if I had had a PlayStation is The Last of Us 1 and 2.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Okay, I just scrolled past that and didn't say anything. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Completely. Now, okay, there just rattled off 5 games. Now, that's not a lot. I couldn't give you 20, but I can't really give you 1 on Xbox. So that's still 5 times the amount of games I really would like to play that I can't.
Okay.
Because I'm trapped on this console.
Counter argument, though. 2 games that you've played that sucked you in this year, that really had you pinned down and had you play to completion or near completion: Callisto Protocol, and Stalker 2. Both of which you played through what service?
Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Is Stalker on PS5?
I think it's everywhere. I think it's multiplayer.
Yeah. So that doesn't even. I mean, yes, I played it because of Game Pass. Yeah. Very true.
You played it.
I could have played it on PlayStation.
I would say for free. Like, Game Pass ain't free. It's getting less free by the day.
It is getting. Is Metal Gear Solid coming out on Xbox?
Delta?
Yes.
Like the Snake Eater remake?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Trying to see what else. Uncharted. Do you ever the Uncharted games? Is that too close to Indiana Jones?
It's again. It falls into that category of like, I don't really care for like the swashbuckling.
Right.
Like National Treasure is like the least interesting idea of a movie to me. It's like, let's go find some loot in a cave. Boom.
See, I kind of skipped over God of War, but I absolutely would have played God of War 4. Oh, Detroit Becoming Human. Have you seen that game?
I have seen gameplay. Apparently that game is pretty divisive. Like, people are either hot or cold on that game.
Yeah.
It is.
It looks unique and really cool. That's another game I would absolutely play if I had PlayStation.
Okay. I see.
So I'm an Xbox guy too. And another big reason, one half of it is I don't have enough time. I can't justify, even if it was a 1-1 swap, can't really justify making the switch. I just don't get to play that much. And the other one is half of the time when I do play, it's with you online, and I don't want to cut that whole part of my gaming out. So I'm committed to Xbox. I'm just disappointed in their lack of any sort of run that they've had this generation.
Well, maybe Indiana Jones is the gasoline on their fire. Yeah, maybe that's what really turns it around. I don't see Xbox ever I never want to play a platformer, really, period, because I'm an adult. But I don't see myself getting on board with any kind of platformer like a Mario or whatever Astrobot that Xbox is going to come out. I think they've tried to do a couple. I'm not interested in that.
No.
I don't love Halo anymore. I mean, Halo, like playing it classically in the context of like, hey, let's play these old maps that we played when we were teenagers is fun.
Right.
I'm not really interested in a new Halo campaign. I'm not really interested in a new Gears of War campaign. I know there's a new Gears of War game coming out, E-Day or whatever it is. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. I've played and finished every Gears of War except some of those like side ones that came out. The main installments, I've played and finished. I don't really have a desire.
I was about to say,
loved it at one point.
I never hear you talk about it. Like, it's not like something like how do you like you play through? I played through Mass Effect 1 through 3, and I talk about it all the time, and I have a lot of thoughts about it.
Right.
How are you going to play through Gears of War 1 through 3 or whatever and be like,
never mention it?
Yeah, that's just like, that never comes out of you. That's an indicator for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
it's disappointing, but whatever, I'm sure I'm going to be playing Stalker campaign until the new console comes out anyway. It'd take me so long to get through it.
We're finally getting the Xbox 720. It's coming out.
Yeah,
I feel it.
there we go.
The Xbox One 2. It's going to be amazing.
Xbox One, 2.
The Xbox Series Z.
You know what? If I really actually got some time and some money on my hands where I could like game as much as I want to, I think I might build a sick fucking PC and just game in like 4K. I just game like I've never actually gamed before. I think I would venture down that to at least try it. I may get there and be like, I don't like this. It's too much of a pain, but I'm interested in that one day.
I got a pre-built, man. I'm not a big like build my own PC kind of guy, but being able to play a game on your computer, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steam's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not an avid PC gamer per se.
I just mean like graphic wise, they can pump out stuff consoles just can't.
Oh yeah.
Not even close. I'd like to see like a 4090, just a $5,000 rig with an OLED 4K fucking just top of the line screen, and let me witness.
Yeah.
Dead.
Let me bear witness. Hell yeah.
Well, we're bumping up against our hard stop, and we haven't even got to our meat sandwich.
We didn't. It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Game Awards this week. I guess.
What about drones?
Drones. Yeah. Yeah, drones over New Jersey, man.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I don't know, man. I like that you can buy a drone on Amazon.
Yeah, but these are apparently the size of a car. Do you know what they are?
No, I have no fucking clue.
They didn't tell you.
They didn't tell me.
A blast email.
Did you see any trailers at the Game Awards or from the Game Awards that you were excited about, Cody? That's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Not
apparently this is classified information.
It's not classified. I just don't fucking know. Witcher 4 looks pretty fucking sick. Am I right?
Witcher 4 does. I was surprised to see that drop. Did anybody know that was coming, or was that a complete?
I don't
surprise?
think so. I thought that was kind of like almost like a we're not going to see that for many years, and we still may not. All we got were kind of cinematic looks at the game, but
yeah,
I honestly, a lot of people are shitting on it because it's like, oh, female protagonist, bring Geralt back. Ciri was fucking awesome in the game. Like when you got to play as Ciri for the few stints that you did, she could like teleport and stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, give me that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like we could still be 3 years away from that game.
Yeah.
I thought with how much they were still pumping into Cyberpunk, I was kind of surprised to see this so soon. I mean, they just released a huge patch.
Yeah.
Or update for Cyberpunk. Like,
they're in the midst of dropping this trailer, like they are still, and they came out and said at one point, they were like, we're done with Cyberpunk. It's what you got is what you got after 2.0. Yeah. And they dropped another patch.
Yeah.
Last week. And then
they had Liberty, whatever.
Phantom Liberty.
Phantom Liberty. Yeah. So I was really surprised to see Witcher 4. I gave Witcher 3 a decent run. Loved it. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. I went too wide with that game, and I got too hung up in side missions and exploring, and I did not get any depth. I just need more singular focus in it. I didn't get very far at all.
It is. You mentioned it a couple last week or the week before, but your methodology of doing a beeline for the story mode, the main story, the main campaign, or whatever, in a sprawling game like that, and then circling back again if you have the time, because again gaming very time consuming, but being able to circle back and actually kind of like nibble at those those side quests and stuff and have a more definitive experience your second time around. That's how I did Witcher 3. I kind of beelined the story the first time, didn't really get much out of it, went back and did like, hey, I'm going to clear this area and then I'll move on. And I actually really, really enjoyed my playthrough that time.
Okay.
So
might need to circle back to it. It was really good. I've noticed too on games too, in that same vein, if you do the main story it won't show you every nook and cranny of the map, but it will show you the main places. It will take you, and in spectacular fashion most of the time, show off these places. Like it will naturally guide you around the map.
Yeah.
You're not missing the main parts or the biggest parts of a map by just focusing on the story. Like, it's going to take you through it.
And that is the thing, and it's funny because they're like the two PlayStation like exclusives, like you can only play this on PlayStation. Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima are two games where I feel like they actually kind of do a bad job of that in that they make you go to those places. They make you kind of like mid-mission. You're like, what is that over there? What is it? Oh, I gotta do this main quest thing. And then, you know, you go over there and it's like, oh, find 20 foxes or catch 20 pigeons or some shit. Like, you know, it's not, we can do better than that. And so it's not all like that. Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. It's really radical, but
the other trailer that piqued my interest, and this was a game I played earlier installment. It's one of those, not even necessarily a great game, but at that time of my life, I really, really, really enjoyed the story. It was Mafia 2. I love Mafia 2. And they dropped a new trailer for something called Mafia the Old Country.
yes.
Which looks kind of sick. It got my attention at least.
It had very big, and I know I'm heaping a lot on this thing, had big Red Dead 2 vibes.
With the horses and all that.
Just the horses, the kind of the look of the game, the movement of the characters. It had that cleanliness to it. I can already guess that it's not going to be as sprawling of a game or as immersive as of a game, but it did kind of, maybe it's just the time period, right? Probably early 1900s type thing, 1920s, I don't know. But it definitely gave me that vibe of...
Which I think is cool that it's not going to be, you know, the earlier installments were more... They may have been like in the history, you know, the past few decades, but it was generally modern times with cars and stuff. You know, parallel to like a GTA or something. It's cool that they're throwing this one way back.
I want more games that take me to a unique time period. I've always like Red Dead doesn't take you to 1888. It takes you to like 1899, right? Like very like cowboys are actually kind of rare now, right? Like it's kind of, you know, it's kind of outlaws are a dying breed. You know what I mean? This is kind of a thing of just like these mafiosos of the old age are kind of dying off, and you know, you're starting to see more like pinstripe suits and stuff like that. This to me, I think, it's a very interesting idea of a game.
It looks cool. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Does anything else stand out to you?
Yeah, I do want to talk about the Intergalactic trailer for a minute. That is a new Naughty Dog game that's coming out.
Ooh.
I think I almost said Interstellar, which is the Chris Nolan game. But yeah, I believe it's called
Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet.
Yes, Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet.
That does not roll off the tongue, any of that.
It doesn't. This is a new Naughty Dog game. Speaking of your The Last of Us and your Uncharted's. A lot of people pooping on this game. It had a bald female, possibly lesbian protagonist. People don't like that. You know, given big, like, I don't know. I'm sure the character is not like, you know, straight, you know,
right
out of the box person, which is, I all that aside, I love the aesthetic. Did you see that trailer? Did you watch that at all?
I didn't, but I'm looking at like still shots right now.
So
did they have gameplay of it?
They didn't have a game. Well, they didn't have gameplay, but they had mostly cinematic stuff of like, there's a lot of brand like product placement in this. Like at one point, you know, like there's like a Sony CD player. So it's apparently an alternate timeline where technology has progressed to human space travel, but it is still the 1980s. So a lot of the technology is still kind of this like cassette futurism, like,
oh, that's sick.
CD players, and her spaceship she's flying around is a Porsche spaceship, like a legitimate.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's got the Porsche logo on it. She's wearing Adidas.
Watch it.
Yeah. That one actually looked kind of interesting. All the whatever. Everyone crapped on The Last of Us 2, and it was still apparently a great game. So,
fuck that storyline. I'm so hard against that. I don't have to get into it, but I don't subscribe to what happens in The Last of Us 2. This looks like a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, undoubtedly.
Because I guess, is it Naughty Dog? Is that why?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, point kind of proves my point even further.
Yeah. Time to get a PlayStation, bro.
I'm pulling up this trailer right now.
Anyway, the only other big reveal is one that I'm 100% positive is one you don't care about is the Okami sequel, which is a Capcom property where you play as a wolf who can like do calligraphy to fight people.
That sounds cool. What is it called?
Okami.
Okami game.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Oh, I've recognized this from a long time ago. You're a dog.
Yeah, or like a dog or a wolf.
Or a wolf.
Anyway. Yeah. Game Awards. Some interesting, some more, some less things to look forward to.
Intergalactic, looking sweet, dude. That is such a like unique aesthetic and idea. I don't know. That's
very synthwave, vaporwave kind of vibes. Fun fact about that: Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who did like the soundtrack to like The Social Network, are doing the soundtrack to this game. Insane to me. To have Trent Reznor doing a video game soundtrack, but here we are.
He's from The Social What is that?
The Social Network is the movie about the formation of Facebook. Yeah, Zuckerberg. That's the one. You got.
What is that guy's significance to you?
What guy? Trent Reznor.
The guy you just mentioned. Yes,
he's the lead singer of 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
now you got me.
He did the soundtrack to like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. He's done a lot. He's done a lot of David Fincher properties. Yeah. Trent Reznor.
Yeah, that game looks kind of like right up my I don't know. It looks unique. It looks cool. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah. It's a cool trailer too. Yeah, you got to peep that. Hey, that's probably going to do it for us this week. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 57, The Hardpoint. Moving right along here. Feeling good.
Big 5-7.
Big 5-7. Let us know what games you're excited about in the comments. Let us know what you think. If there's anything coming out you want to talk about.
Should the Hardpoint transition to PlayStation?
We won't do it. I promise we won't do it. I'm just kidding. Maybe we will. I don't know. Maybe Santa Claus will bring me a PlayStation. Who can say? Hey, Bad Jack, Christmas blessings upon all your little heads. We love you so much. Thank you for listening. Kissy, kissy. We will see you on the flip.
Bye.